Hi, ninth grade. How you all doing today? 10.2 in math lesson. How'd you make out the easy lesson yesterday? This lesson is almost as easy. Really, it's nothing new, okay? It's just working with absolute values and how you can come up with one or two answers. So I didn't put anything on the board. You see the board's blank. I thought we would just start in here. And there are equations. You're solving equations. You got two yellow boxes off to the side, and I will read the first one on page 473. It says solutions to an absolute value equation such as x is in the absolute value brackets, equals 9, are often written x equals positive 9. Positive negative 9. There we go. Okay? So that's telling you one way to write absolute value. And then on the next page, on 474, up at the top again, it says because an absolute value must equal a positive number. Equations that have an absolute value equal to a negative number do not have a solution. So that's key. Okay? You didn't get it. I can see by the looks in your eyes. So let me read it to you again. Because an absolute value must equal a positive number. Okay? Absolute value must equal a positive number. Got it? Okay, makes sense. Equations, you know what equations are, that have an absolute value equal to a negative number do not have a solution. They don't exist. There is no such thing. Okay? So let me give you an example. This is key. Absolute value, let's do this way. 3 plus 6x, absolute value equals, this equal cannot have a negative number. Okay, so we're going to say it equals 21. You cannot have negative 21. That answer has no solution with negative 21. If you have an absolute value here, this answer must be positive. It must be positive, or else there's no solution. You have some problems like that today in your lesson. So when you come up to them and they have absolute value here and they equal a negative number, just write no solution. No solution. All right, let's do number 1. You should read those steps. You see those steps? How to solve an equation. The main one you need to look at, I'll just quickly, on top of page 474, it steps. Solving absolute value equations. Simplify any expressions inside and outside the absolute value sign. Okay, if there's anything you can simplify inside the absolute sign, do that. And if there's any outside you can do it, simplify them. So that doesn't matter if it's behind the equal sign or in front of the equal sign. Simplify them. The next one, it's not number 2. Isolate the absolute value expression on one side of the equation. Okay, just work the equation. And the next one, the next step is a little bit different. You need to check that. Number 3, or the third point, use the expression inside the absolute value symbol to form 2 equations. Now you break this apart and you make 2 equations. One equal to the positive value, one equal to the negative value. So when you got it solved down to this point right here, then you have to isolate it, one equal to negative, and then the other one just exactly like this, 3 plus 6x brackets equals 21 positive. Okay? You will work 2 equations. You'll work this equation, and then you'll work this equation. One equal to the negative, one equal to the positive. And then solve both equations. And check the answers to substitute them into the original equation. Okay, check your answer when you're done. Are you ready to go? Number 1, 3x negative 4 equals 5. Negative 4 equals 5. And where are my everything's inside here? Okay, the first question is there anything I can solve outside the equation box? No. Is there anything I can combine inside the equation box? Like I said, if there'd be 2, 3 x's, I could combine them, or if there'd be a -4 and a +5, I could combine those. No, there is not. So I'm ready to go to point 3. I write 3x -4. Let's make this in +5. And over here, I've got another equation, 3x -4 equals -5. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that if I get my head out of the way. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to +4 to it, and I'm going to +4 here. And so I've come down to 3x equals, what's 4 + 5 is 9. And so now I'll do this one, 3 into 3. I'll do 3 into 3. Whoops. X equals what? X equals 3. Did I do that right? Did it look right to you? I hope so. Okay, let's do this one. 3x -4, so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to +4 to this one, +4 to -5. So I've got 3x equals, what's 4 plus -5? -1. And now I isolate the 3. I got x equals, I got to do this side here. 3, that's 1/3. Negative. It's a negative here and a positive here, so divide 1/3. X equals 1/3, and x equals 3. Now it says check the answer to see if that's right. So I'm going to, let me see here. I'm going to do this one right up here. 3 times 3 is 9, subtract 4. Okay, you got this? 3 times 3 -4 equals 5. Okay, let's just check that out. 3 times 3 is 9, subtract 4 makes you 5. Yes, this one's correct. Okay, let's substitute the -1/3. So we got 3. I'm going to use the same problem, okay? I'm going to just put -3rd here. -3. Okay, so I have got 3 times, boy, I don't have enough room. I got to multiply 3 times -1/3. Wow, how do you do that? Okay, try this. Just make this here a 1 underneath here. So I go 1 times 3 is 3, and 3 times 1 is 3. So, that's 1. And I have a negative number and a positive number. This equals to -1. Okay, -1 times -4. Whoa, that makes me 1 and 4 makes me 5. 1 times 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. How do let me check that out. I've got -1. I need to combine -1. There we go, sorry. This here is going to be a -1, and I combine -1 and -4, which makes me 5 positive. 2 negative sides make me 5 positive. -1 plus -4. Okay, we're correct. I guess I could check the answer key to be sure. Yes, let's do next number 2. Number 2, I have 2. That one's too easy. 4x -2. 4x -2. Yeah, no, let's do number 4. 2x -10. 2x -10 equals 2x -10 equals 4. Okay, is there anything I can solve here? The absolute values are there. Anything I can solve? No, I don't think so. So I plus 10. Plus 10 makes me 14 equals 2x. I do 2, 2, x equals 7. Did I do that too fast? Are you with me? Did I make a mistake in that equation? X equals 7. Now I'm going to reverse this. My second problem is 2x negative 10 equals negative 4. Okay, 10 plus 10 plus equals negative, no, not a negative, a positive. 6. 2x, 2x equals 2 into 6 is 3. There we go. Did I do that right? 3 and 7. I don't know. Let's put it in. 2 times 7 subtract 10 equals 4. 2 sevens is 14. Subtract 10 equals 4. That one's correct. Okay, let's put this here. 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. Subtract 10 makes me negative 4. That's right. Now that's what was wrong with my other number. I was supposed to have a negative answer. Boy, that number 1's still confusing. There was something tricky. Did you catch it? Thank you for being on your toes. I was not. That 1/3 negative, I did not do that right somehow because I was supposed to end up with a negative answer and I was trying to think the same positive answer. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm not going to go back and figure it. But the answer for number 1 is still 3 and negative 1/3. We had figured it right. I checked it wrong, the 1/3. So now we have checked number, what did I say this was? Number 4. We have checked number 4. It's 7 and 3. And we checked them. The answers are right. 7 and 3. Okay, I'll do another one for you. You choose it. Nobody wants to choose it. Maybe you've got them all done. Maybe the time you watch this video, you had this whole part done. I hope not. I see that. I want to solve one. Why don't I go over and do number 9? 8 plus 4x plus 2. 8 plus 4x. That's in the brackets. 8 plus 4x plus 2 equals 6. Okay, now we're going to have to solve the ones we have to do the first step. Simplify inside and outside the absolute value sign. So we're going to simplify outside the absolute. This is 2 negative, which would make us 4. So now we bring down the absolute value, 8x, 4x, well, 8 plus 4x. Okay, now see here, I have a 4. So my two problems that I'll work negative and positive would be 4, not 6. Because you simplify this first before you do your negative and positive. So here's my absolute value here. And so my other problem is going to be exactly like that. 8 plus 4x equals negative 4. Okay? So it's your positive and negative 4 are after you simplified anything inside and outside. Okay, so let's just work this guy here. Do the negative number first. This is 8 plus, so I subtract 8. Subtract 8. That's 12 negative. And then I have 4x. 4x equals 4 and 12, negative 3. Got that? Okay, let's solve this one. It's 8 plus, and so we're going to subtract 8. 8 makes us negative 4. And then I've got 4x. 4x equals negative 1. X equals negative 3. X equals negative 1. Wow, both come up with negative numbers. Oh yeah, check it. There we go. Check it. We're going to check the answer key. check it. Negative 1. Okay, so we're going to start back up here. 8 plus 4 times negative 1 plus 2 equals 6. I'm going to do the whole thing here. So, okay, so I go 8 plus, okay, 4. I got to do this here. 4 times 1 is negative 4. So I have 8 plus negative 4 would make me positive 4 equals positive 4. And now I do positive 4 plus 2 equals 6. Sure enough, that one is right. Negative 1 is right. Okay, so let's erase this thing and put negative 3 in there. And then we should come up negative 3, and then I should come up with 4. I should not do it that way. I'm going to erase this here and want this guy here to come up to negative 4. Okay, 3 times 4 is 12 negative, and 8 positive, 12 negative would make me a negative 4. Yes, so negative 3 is correct. I'll check the answer key to be sure. And we did number 9, is that right? Negative 1 and negative 3, that's right. All right, you got any more questions? You got any more problems you're sweating over? Call me up. Yeah, I will be glad to help you out. If you get in trouble, I'm right here. See you tomorrow.